Siddhaswarupananda, Paramahamsa Madana, Krsna Radha Krishna Prestayate.
Namo Siddhaswarupananda, Paramahamsa Namine, Karuna Swarupaya, Radha Krishna Prestayate.
Namo Siddhaswarupananda, Paramahamsa Namine, Karuna Swarupaya, Radha Krishna Prestayate.
Namo Siddhaswarupananda, Paramahamsa Namine, Karuna Swarupaya, Radha Krishna Prestayate.
Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Radha Krishna Nayana, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Radha Krishna Nayana,
Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Radha Krishna Nayana, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Radha Krishna Nayana,
Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Radha Krishna Nayana, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Radha Krishna Nayana.
Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Radha Krishna Nayana, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Radha Krishna Nayana.
Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhara, Shri Vasante Gopanta Vrinda.
Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhara, Shri Vasante Gopanta Vrinda.
Gopala Govinda Rama,
Hari Om Krishna,
Madana Mohana.
Hari Om Krishna,
Gopala Govinda Rama,
Hari Om Krishna,
Madana Mohana.
Gopala Govinda Rama, Madana Mohana, Gopala Govinda Rama, Madana Mohana.
Gopala Govinda Rama,
Hari Om Krishna,
Madana Mohana.
Hari Om Krishna,
Gopala Govinda Rama,
Hari Om Krishna,
Madana Mohana.
Gopala Govinda Rama, Madana Mohana, Gopala Govinda Rama, Madana Mohana.
Gopala Govinda Rama,
Hari Om Krishna,
Madana Mohana.
Hari Om Krishna,
Gopala Govinda Rama,
Hari Om Krishna,
Madana Mohana.
Gopala Govinda Rama, Madana Mohana, Gopala Govinda Rama, Madana Mohana.
Gopala Govinda Rama,
Hari Om Krishna,
Madana Mohana.
Hari Om Krishna,
Jaya Goranga.
Jaya Jaya Gurudev, Jaya Jaya Gauranga, Jaya Jaya Gurudev, Jaya Jaya Gauranga,
Jaya Jaya Srila Prabhupada.
Krishna,
Jaya Jaya Gurudev.
Hari Bol Krishna,
Jaya Jaya Srila Prabhupada.
Hari Bol Krishna,
Jaya Jaya Gurudev.
Jaya Jaya Srila Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Gurudev, Jaya Jaya Srila Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Gurudev,
Jaya Jaya
Hari Bol Krishna,
Siddhaswarupananda.
Hari Bol Krishna,
Jaya Jaya Siddhaswarupananda.
Hari Bol Krishna,
Paramahamsa.
Jaya Jaya Siddhaswarupananda Paramahamsa, Jaya Jaya Siddhaswarupananda Paramahamsa.
Namo Siddhaswarupananda. Paramahamsa Namine. Gora Karuna Swarupaya. Radha Krishna Prastaya Devi.
Namo Siddhaswarupananda, Paramahamsa Namine, Gora Karuna Swarupaya, Radha Krishna Prastaya Devi.
Krishna Jai Gaura Haribo.
So we'll continue our discussion centered around the 8 prayers of Lord Chaitanya so we can check ourselves how we fare. Ibig sabihin nun, how we're making progress, how we fare, how we are getting focused in meditation in the direction that has been given to us by our Gurudev, by Lord Chaitanya. Ibig sabihin nun, magpo-focus lang tayo ngayon sa turo ni Lord Chaitanya because Lord Chaitanya appeared as a devotee, as an ordinary person, like 500 years ago, to show to us how we can be in harmony, connected with the world of Vaikuntha, the transcendental world. So, our spiritual master, Srila Prabhupada, Jagad Guru Siddhaswarup, is very keen on making us understand our true transcendental essence. Sat Chit Ananda, our transcendental essence and our wisdom. Wisdom is connected with the absolute eternal pastimes of Lord Krishna, and that wisdom is connected with our true transcendental position as eternally the loving servant of God, Sanatan Dharma. Okay? That is what is spirituality. Real religion means service, unconditional, pure, loving service to the Supreme Person, but it must be based upon wisdom of our true essence, identity, awareness. Alam mo ibig sabihin ng awareness? Awareness, okay? Ngayon, yung consciousness natin, lahat tayo nandito ngayon because of yung conditioning natin when we come out in this world, when you come out of the womb of your mother, because you're in 9 months inside the womb of your mother, or if you're not a blue baby, what they call blue baby, only Christians blue baby, okay? But you, blues baby, okay? You know what's blues? Okay? Sad, lonely baby. You're in darkness. You're inside the womb for 9 months. And then you come out, paglabas na nyo, puro blood. Pero alam nyo, yung awareness nyo, the awareness when you come, wow, this world. And ano yung unang ano nyo? Wah! What I want. Okay? What do I get? Kaya nandun yung mama mo, okay? Okay? Kung titignan nyo, kung you have understood clearly the science that the person, okay, who is in the body of your mother, okay, condition ninyo, hawak-hawak yung baby body, okay? Okay? Ha? Pero kung aware ka about your identity, you can be with a realization that you're able to see with wisdom sino yung kinakantahan ng lullaby ng mama mo. Okay? Yung umiiyak na bata na nagsasaper. Hindi nakakagalaw. Yeah? Helpless. Okay? Pero ano yung consciousness niya? Ano yung gusto niya? Serve me! Di ba? Lahat kayo ganun nandito. Lahat tayo. Kaya paglabas nyo, serve me, I'm the center. Okay? Makita nyo sa lahat ng pupunta rito, lahat ng estudyante na pupunta rito. It's all about me. Okay? Ano makukuha ko? Okay? So, we're very fortunate to come with this wisdom. Kaya nga, Sat Chit Ananda, okay? Sat means our awareness, our eternality, who we really are. We don't talk about anymore about this miserable world, okay? It is about the awareness where you can be, where we can be experiencing real, transcendental, not this temporary world, a transcendental experience of happiness that is connected with the source of happiness. Because after understanding our true transcendental nature and hearing about the Supreme Person from our spiritual master, who is God the servant, we're able to see and understand that yes, we're all looking for happiness. Diba? Yun lang man yung inaano niya Happiness, shelter, and security. Okay? So, very important na maintindihan nyo maigi yung identity. Kasi sa identity, you're not the body, you're not. No, you must be very aware. Because it will be a stumbling block sa buhay natin, sa tayo as a person, when we are not with wisdom about our true transcendental nature and about the Supreme Person, about this material world. Okay? Mangyayari noon, ano yung problem ng nandito ngayon sa mundo na to? That everybody is experiencing. Okay? Sectarianism. Okay? I belong to this religion. I was brought up in this faith. No? I am a member of this faith. You know? What you're doing is different from what we're doing. You may then everybody's afraid, you know? Everybody's afraid na, uy, you may be converted. Baka kayo matakdan, okay? Naintindihan niyo yan? Pero hindi nila alam kung ano yung question mark sa utak nila. Okay? Kaya, very important to transcend false bodily identification. Why? Because you will not be identifying with the three modes of material nature. Because the spiritual master, who is transcendental, is not touched by the three modes of material nature. He wants us to experience this transcendental consciousness, wherein through the process of purification, we're able to see our true transcendental nature, awareness, okay? So you don't see any more devotees, karmis. Intindihan niyo? Hindi you don't become sanctimonious. Alam niyo, sanctimonious, you're feeling, I'm a devotee, I'm a saintly person, I am advanced spiritually, and those individuals are all materialists. Intindihan niyo? Hindi na ganun yung outlook mo. You're able to see. There's no repulsion, there's no attraction, but you're able to see the reality of what is happening around and the influence of false bodily identification and the disease that has covered the consciousness of the living entity. And what is that all about? It is about false bodily identification. And ano yung false bodily identification? You identify yourself as the body. You want to control material nature. Because to be able to enjoy, you must what? Follow the dictates of your mind. Nandun yung desire. And then where is the avenue for enjoyment? Through the senses. And yung field of activity, itong katawan, saan yung activity mapupulfill? when you are in ignorance through the senses. And what is the person in the kingdom who sees all the doors? Ano yung nakikita niya? Yung malaking mall, supermarket. Napansin niya? Ano makukuha ko? Ano matitikman ko? Kaya yung person who becomes purified from this encumberment of materialism, awareness, he's able to see that yung cause ng entanglement niya is when the senses are shackled, anchored upon this world. Kasi the focus of what we're longing for is directed upon this temporary world. Akala nyo, ganun lang kadali yun. It's not that easy, you know? How you identify yourself. How you become conditioned. Okay? Bakit? Wala tayong spontaneity. Alam yung spontaneous? Alam yung spontaneous? Pag tumingin ako sa'yo, tumingin ako sa mata, hindi naman yung parang slow motion. Nakakita na kayo ng dati yung technology natin, pag gumagamit sila ng satellite, pag nagsasalita, limbawa, may nagsasalitang sundalo, nasa Afghanistan, nagre-report siya sa, okay, newscaster na lang para mas madali. Nandun siya sa Afghanistan, nire-report niya yung nangyayaring gera, kaguluhan, patayan, okay? Mayroon siyang satellite dish, pinapaano niya sa satellite. Pagdating sa inyo, hindi ba, hindi naman, pag sinabi niya, news, maririnig niyo, news, okay? Habang nagsasalita yung bibig niya, delayed, di ba? Okay? Nakita niyo? So, ganun yung situation natin lahat dito. Very important na yung delayed reaction natin is that when we hear the science, we are able to listen carefully and meditate upon the wisdom because it will purify us from this delay. Delayed reaction ba? Kaya better, makinig ka maigi, listen. Then after a while, you chant and meditate. And then, the more you become aware of your true essence, awareness, you're able to see the mind. You're able to see, your intelligence becomes pure. Not contaminated by materialism anymore. Because now, the intelligence will be the guiding principle to direct the mind because you, the person, are able to see the truth. Okay? Kaya gusto ko ipakita sa inyo yung person nag-identify sa body. Paglabas nyo, muraridas, baby, 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 baby. Ha? Pero anong nakikita mo? Yung material body. Pero dahil hindi natin sinasabing hindi mo alagaan yung baby, ha? Ang sinasabi ko lang, natural sa mother magmahal, natural mag-care, pero you must be with wisdom. Okay? Nakita niyo yung person dumating dito? Di ba? For example, dumating dito si Krsna, okay? Akala niyo batang maliit, pero yung desire niya, matanda na siya. Okay? Bata yung katawan niya, pero yung desire, nakita niyo? Okay? Iba yung mundo niya. Okay? Iba. It's all about the influence of passion. It's all about herself. Because yun ang environment. Bago kayo dumating, ganun man din kayo. Okay? Kaya when you come in contact with the devotees who are simply, kasi you don't notice it, no? The spiritual master, we don't disturb the spiritual master because he gives us instruction. Binigyan kayo instruction ng spiritual master natin. Like Lord Chaitanya, our Gurudev instructed us to receive the holy names, chant the holy names, okay? So, that's all. Chant the holy names. Just like what Lord Chaitanya did when he approached Isvarapuri, okay? Because the spiritual master is very busy serving his spiritual master. Okay? So all the devotees, those who are really focused in their relationship with their spiritual master, they're also busy. They may not be engaging in what you think as perfect devotional service, but their focus is one pointed directly. Okay? And then, when you make progress in your spiritual life, you take the responsibility now. Kayo na yung nagtitake na responsibility to check your mind, your intelligence, you check your life. Okay? To be able to connect yourself with what is pleasing to Krishna. To serve your Gurudev, to serve Lord Chaitanya. Hindi na kayo yung para bang Pag walang nagsabi sa inyo, walang spontaneity ba? Walang spontaneous? Spontaneity. Wala bang, walang ganon. Because of our association with this material world. Kaya lang, pag nag-chant ka, you may, because you have understood this wisdom, nakikita mo, mali yan. Then you get focused upon the imperfection of others. Okay? You don't see now how you're so detached and not even thinking of Krishna. Kaya, sinusolve mo yung problema sa pagtingin sa mali sa lahat. Then, Maya gets you. Okay? Kasi you get stuck naman. Una, akala, you're so stuck in this material world. Now, nandito ka na naman. Inisip mo, I'm advanced devotee. Okay? Those are karmis. Okay? Kaya very important to transcend false bodily identification because the problem of sectarianism does not only deal with yung buhay ng mga tao nag-aaway, Muslim against Christian, Amis against, Amis, isang grupo na religious group. Okay, nangyayari ngayon. Everybody's fighting to have followers. Okay? Alam mo yan? Nag-aaway-aaway para magkaroon ng followers. Okay? They establish ito ang tamang religion. Okay? Ngayon kung ikaw, hindi mo alam yung katotohanan, you're not able to listen and hear carefully, and you're not able to come to the point of Brahma Bhuta stage, or in a way, even understand that Aham Brahmasmi, Brahman realization, Aham Brahmasmi. Okay? That is the beginning. Yan ang beginning ng to make progress, because that will be the first step in the right direction, that we are able to understand our true transcendental nature awareness. Okay? And with wisdom, we will be guided with what is pleasing to God, not with the mind. Okay? If it's not in harmony with the will of God, hindi mo sinusunod. Okay? You transcend this material world. So, kaya very important na kayo lahat nandito, huwag nyo isipin group thing. Okay? At huwag tayong mag-fall down sa idea ng karmis. Alam niyo yung karmis? Materialistic. Okay? Mga hedonist. No, you should not. Because the spiritual master sees everyone with an equal vision. So if you realize your true nature as Aham Brahmasmi, transcendental, you will not be repulsed, you will not be attracted to all this material contamination and attractiveness ng distinction. I am pure, they're karmis. Wala ka dun. You'll just be focused in doing what's in your heart, which is loving service to Krishna. And what is the foundation? My relationship with the devotee of Krishna, who is the representative of Krishna, who is God, the servant. God, the servant, is eternally the loving servant of God. So, our instructing spiritual master gave us guidance, association, okay? Association. We must associate with devotees. But the best association is the instruction, the transcendental instruction of our instructing spiritual master. So we should not use yung wisdom na yan to make distinction, but to be aware. Dapat aware ka kung anong gagawin mo. That anything that will cover, that will distract you from following the instruction of the spiritual master, like he tells you, walk straight to the door. Okay? Pag sinabi niya, okay, don't get entangled with materialism. Don't get so much, you must be able to be very focused. No? Just give your life to the Supreme Person. Follow my instruction. Because there will be allurement. Alam niyo allurement? There will be bait there. Nakita niyo yung nangingisda? Pag pupunta tayo, they have this, you know what they call yung pang-isda. May bingwit, okay? And then, sa bingwit, may uod. Fishing rod. Okay? While you're walking in this world, when you look around, and until and unless we are not in this transcendental consciousness of really one-pointedly focus in doing the will of God, there's nothing more to be gained, just simply following the instructions of the spiritual master, the mind will always be there. The desire will be there. You will be baited by Maya. Okay? And it becomes a hindrance when that's why it's very important to feel lower than the straw in the street. Meaning, you feel you are really fallen, okay? It's not that, oh, I am chanting, I'm very advanced. Those are karmis, okay? Don't get distracted and then because what will happen is that we will not be able to enter the world of what the spiritual master is very making us come to realization, actual realization, to experience ananda, happiness, because we will be encumbered with material consideration. Okay? Yung process ng nectar of instruction is to teach us how to be guided. But we should not use that as if you read this book, you feel you're more advanced than others, you're more fortunate than others. No. You must see everybody with all the living entities with equanimity because they are all divine in quality, same as God. Okay? The problem is their attachment, their consciousness in this world. Okay? So if we are blinded by materialism, by sectarianism, meaning we're so diseased, contaminated yung consciousness natin. Okay? So the blind cannot lead the blind. Another blind. Okay? Bulag ka eh. And what will you do? You just read the book. Oh, this. But how can you distinguish between who is the devotee of Krishna? Okay? That's why we are advised by Saint Prabhupada to only follow God, the representative of God. Because He's the one who will protect us with spiritual understanding, with His blessing. Intindihan niya? Is it clear sa inyo? So, if you're making progress, you're able to see the mind, the desire in the mind. You see the contaminated intelligence, and you see the false ego. In the beginning, kaya mahirap ang practice because we are so much diseased, false ego, okay? You identify yourself as the body. You identify yourself with the source of happiness, which is the cause of the suffering you're experiencing. Dominion over whatsoever. It's all about your control, yung conditioning, okay? Either lollipop, dal, okay? Bola, okay? About things you get so much stuck in. It's like you're stuck in the spider web. Because the door, the person, you're looking upon this world as a big supermarket and you're not able to understand and comprehend that you are distinct from all of what is happening here. Okay? Meaning our awareness has become an awareness of our true transcendental essence. Okay. So how can we get out of this encumberment? Parang nakadikit ka sa spider web, naka-anchor ka sa mundo no. How? Okay? Kaya ang spiritual master, he gives us the holy names. Krishna himself will purify us. Okay? We put our lives in the hands of the holy names. Krishna. Kaya ang gagawin lang natin, chant the holy names. Don't ever think, use your mind to transcend. Yung mind is not eternal. The reason you have this body because of the mind. Okay? We want to play, Lord. We desire. So Krishna, material nature, were given us this mind. That's why we have this body. Because in the mind, all the desires are there. So we can be entangled, shackled, anchored in this world. Suffering. Okay? Is it clear sa inyo? Is it understandable? So you check yourselves, okay? Kasi ang idea kasi natin, stop about this, personality cult. You know what's personality cult? Okay? Personality cult is when someone points, oh, this is a devotee of Krishna, this is devotee of Krishna, and then you follow it. You don't really listen to your spiritual master and the Lord within the heart. Okay? Because you don't want to make effort. Because Maya is very powerful. That if you make effort to chant the holy names and surrender to your spiritual master, you have to give up something. Ano yung give up nyo? Yung lordship. Okay? That's why you're apprehensive to give your life to Krishna, which is, in a true sense, belongs to Him. And that belongingness is about experiencing God's pleasure upon you, doing His will, a relationship. Intindihan nyo? Is it clear sa inyo? Kaya I'm not here to, cheat on your head, I'm not cheating on you. Kasi I wanted you to be aware of your true identity. So you can take advantage, we can take advantage of the opportunity to please the devotee of God. Because yung bottom line, sumada total, it all boils down to pleasing the spiritual master. Okay? Intindihan nyo? Yung apprehension nyo, if we are so contaminated with the false ego, the desire to Lord, naka-anchor yung security natin sa material world with this body. We are not completely sheltered and protect, although Krishna is in control. Our heart is not anchored upon surrendering to Krishna. My Lord, your will is my will. What you want will be done. Okay? That's why when you're given this opportunity, kagaya ngayon, time moves so fast, you're given this opportunity to be here. Okay? But have you seen individuals who came with you here? Because their mind has been snatched by Maya, they're not able to see the opportunity. Okay? Kaya they're apprehensive. But actually, hindi sila ang apprehensive. They are so much covered with the disease of materialism that they are apprehensive to do the will of God. Kaya they follow the dictates of the mind. Okay? They're wandering in this dead world, this blind world. Okay? And who really see? Someone who have listened from someone who is the seer of the truth. The seer of the truth is God, who gives us this absolute wisdom. Okay? So, my point is, we should understand clearly. Maintindihan nyo maigi. So you take the opportunity now. Yes. Because that opportunity, you transcend this apprehension. You can embrace Krishna. My life belongs to you. I'll give everything to you. And that is exemplified by the meditation you do every day. Okay? Will your meditation will be fear, apprehension? Ang meditation nyo, pag-atubili, katakutan? If you want, we are so contaminated with this false ego, identifying ourselves as the enjoyer. Intindihan niya? Kaya mangyari, the opportunity is there, but you have this own world na gusto mo. You're trying to build your own castle. It's like described sa Bible, it's like building a house of sand while it's low tide. Okay? Alam niyo low tide? Mababa, ang tubig. Build ka ng build, apprehensive ka na if I simply follow the instruction ni Krishna, ng Supreme Person, you're not able to appreciate the opportunity because time moves so fast. You're not able to appreciate God's love for you. That time is non-different from Krishna. Okay? But we are so shackled, nasashackle tayo, that yung time, inisip mo, paano ako magkakaroon ng pundasyon sa buhay ko? Di ba? Napansin nyo yan? You're not able to see na time is moving so fast, and it's Krishna. Because of my body is connected with time, and I'm given this opportunity now to be connected with this process wherein I can understand and be aware of what is absolute eternal, my true identity. Become free from false bodily identification. And not get distracted from all these things you see outside of the window of your kingdom. Because you'll be focused upon hearing, listening carefully. And that process is one of the process of devotional service. And when we speak of devotional service, it's about your life, about your happiness, about your life. Kaya lang nag-isip ka na, ako. No. Kaya, while you're here, we're all just traveling, okay? Kaya nga, dinescribe maigi, hindi nyo na, kung you become so sensitive, after a while, your awareness has become so clear transcendental. What will happen is that you're able to see that you're passing from one body to another. You were once in a baby body. Huh? You were once in a young boy's body. Now you're in a young man's body. In the future, be an old man's body like me. I'm in this body. And then I leave this body. But because if you're not aware of your true essence, you're not connected with this wisdom and not really realizing, okay? You will be dictated by the material nature and the people around here. So it gives you comfort to hold on with your world about your lordship. And the opportunity is there, okay? To be able to transcend all this shackle, this encumberment, yung anchor sa mundo na to, and be with what is pleasing to God, devotional service, okay? But it's not a mental jugglery or mental, alam mo yung osmosis? Or about trying to conjure, I'm a devotee, I experience love for God. No, it's not like that. You are able to be aware that when you are aware when you touch fire, you get burned, okay? Awareness, okay? And awareness is about pain, okay? But if we come in contact with the holy names, it is about the Supreme Person, the source of happiness. So we become aware that when we chant, it connects us with what is pleasing, what is amiable, what is connected with what is eternal, the joy to do the will of God. And it's an experience we must engage in every day. Chanting, hearing, surrendering to Krishna, and in that way, we will not be directed by the mind. We will not be directed by the false ego. We become free because we are now shackled. We are now shackled, but the shackle can be taken out. And what is the shackle? Apprehension. Bakit ka apprehensive? Kasi you have this world. You're trying to be secured. It's all about you trying to be secured. And you're not in control. You're not God. You're just passing by. But because of contamination, the problem is, I want to do my will, even I'm chanting. I'm engaged, supposedly. I'm a devotee, I'm initiated, but it's all about my will. Tindihan niyo? I want a kingdom, okay? Of my own. That's why my spiritual master one time, may pumunta sa kanya. Alam niyo pumunta sa kanya? Sabi sa kanya, if you join us, look at this picture. May lion, may mga lion na nakangiti, okay? Nakaupo habang yung family umiinom ng nakasalon, ang ganda-ganda. If you join us, this is the kingdom of God, where you can have a pet, this lion, this tiger, this elephant, okay? The crocodiles, the snake, and they're smiling at you. You can, oh, cute, 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 okay? My spiritual master said, where is God? Okay? People, tayo, living entity. Because in quality, we have the same nature as God. Okay? Ibig sabihin, may desire tayo to enjoy as Krishna. Pero dahil hindi tayo all-powerful, hindi tayo self-sufficient, when we do that, we come to this world. Okay? Kaya nung ino-offer sa kanya yun, sabi, where is Krishna? So sabi sila, Prabhupada, most of us, even isang pari yun si Father Emmanuel, kausap niya A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami, most of the parishioner, yung mga followers, they want the kingdom of God without God. Ganun man gusto natin? You want, save me, God, give me this, give me that. Anong gusto niyong gawin? God, do my will. Gusto niyong ganun relationship? Okay? Kaya doon yung makikita yon. Kinikwento ko sa inyo yung surrogate father. Our eternal father is God, Krishna. And then, mangyari nun, hawak ka ng tatay mo, oh, cute, 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 cute. Nagpe-play siya ng surrogate God. Fake God. And ikaw naman, fake child, fake God. You're a baby God. Di ba? Serve me. Pareho kayong lost You're not the supreme person. You're not the source of happiness. Pero everybody's playing that role, okay? Now, when we begin to chant, may problema na naman. You think you're a devotee. I'm a devotee, I have this beach, Chant ko, Krishna, Krishna. Oh, mga karmis, okay? Then, mayroon na naman role. Gusto mong magturo, ano sa kanila na, ikahon yung mga tao. Okay? According sa idea mo kung ano yung spiritual life. Very dangerous yun. Kasi, yun yung material consideration. When a person has this inkling in his heart to dominate others, thinking, I'm so advanced, follow me. So ngayon, ang tanong ko, what is the foundation, the basis for teaching people and passing on the holy names? What is the foundation of that? It's about compassion. It's about love. Care for others. Not to harness you all. Itatali ko kayo lahat. Mag-uniforme kayo ng ganito. Devotee. Karmi sila. Tindihan nyo? Don't get stuck in that world. Because you're just passing by. Okay? You must be aware. You must be in a state like Narada Muni. The story of our instructing spiritual master, our spiritual master, Haridas Thakur, okay? Haridas Thakur is born in a Muslim family. In India, if you're a Muslim, you're the lowest, okay? Lower than the dog eater. They don't want to associate with you. Everything you do, lahat ng ginagawa nyo, okay? Kaya, paano sila na-convert? Na-convert yung mga naging Muslim doon. Anong ginawa nila? Yung mga Muslim, tapunan sila na impure things. So, pag natapunan ka, kasi bodily identification, gilabayan ko nila, dugo sa baka, nakikao nila. So, impure. Out ka na. Then, after a while, it stopped. Because if you do that, we're gonna kill you. They fought back, okay? So, that's just the point, okay? I'm talking about our spiritual master here. Because Haridas Thakur is born in a Muslim family, ang tingin sa kanya, lowest, okay? He's not even allowed to enter the temple of Lord Jagad. Kung hindi ka sa India, kung pareho yung ilong, at least, pwede ka, ikaw kasi pwede kang, mukhang Bombay. Di ba? Pero ikaw, murag mulato ka man. Okay? Alay, mulato. Latino, okay? Hindi ka murag Bombay. Murag Bombay gyapon. Pero round diri, okay? Magdamit ka ng holy man. Paitim talaga. Sunog ka, maglampas dito para pagpunta sa India. Bombay, okay? Pwede kang pumasok sa temple ni Lord Jagannath. Pero si Jagannath, in-check, hindi pwede. Okay? Labaw ka na. Pinoy, hindi pwede. Okay? Pwede. So, mag-ano ka? Ano ba yung, mag-aral ka magsalita ng Bombay ngayon, okay? Ng Sanskrit. O kaya Bengali, okay? Yung naririnig nyo yung, di tatata, tututututu. Pero back to the point. Si Lord Chaitanya, si Haridas Thakur, hindi siya makapasok. Nandun lang siya nanonood sa labas. Okay? Okay? Pero is the Namacharya, the spiritual master of the holy names. But Lord Chaitanya comes to him, okay? He's thinking of him. So yun yung point ko. Lord Chaitanya is always thinking of his devotees. Okay? Because their lives is simply pure unalloyed devotional service. They have no apprehension where they will give their love. It's Krishna lang. That's why nga, diniscuss natin when Lord Krishna left Vrindavan, is still there. Kasi lahat ng nandun, si Krishna lang. Lahat na makita nila, si Krishna. Si Krishna, wala nga. Remember, pagkita nila yung grazing land, kita, nandun yung cow. Si Krishna, dati nandito, okay? Kasama yung mga boys. Yung mga boys, malungkot na, okay? Si Krishna, kasama natin parati rito. Pero ginawa ni Lord Krishna yun to protect them so the demons will not disturb them. So they will be focused in their loving attachment in separation to Krishna, remembering Krishna. So there's no difference. That is transcendental, not touched by this material world. But it must be learned from someone who is a resident of the spiritual world, our Gurudev. Okay? Following the footstep. Okay? So we don't focus anymore, association niya, mga karma yan. Natural, hindi ka pupunta ka ba sa Burikatan? Di ba? Pupunta ka ba dun sa mga saan nagiinom may nagda-dance ng pole dancing? Okay? Papasok ka ba sa mundo ng mga hindi connected sa mission ni Lord Chaitanya? Pero ang devotee, when you make progress in spiritual life, just like Haridas Thakur, he's namacharya, he's light. Where there is light, there's no darkness. So, the basis for preaching will be compassion. Your love for others because you love Krishna. It's not about putting them in the box. Karmiyan, ako devotee, wag tayo dyan. No. When light comes, everything becomes clear. So ngayon, instead of putting your time of trying to check others, hindi devotee yan, sinful yan. Ang tanong, are you light? Are you light that when you go out, you'll be lighting everybody else? Okay? But we think, I'm advanced, I'm initiated. I've been with devotees, So, back to the point na gusto ko yun. Krishna, the Supreme Person, He tells us in Bhagavad Gita, saints are in my heart. I'm always thinking of them, and they're always thinking of me. So when Lord Krishna went to Mathura, He's thinking of the devotees, His loved ones, okay? And all the devotees, they're thinking of Krishna. Krishna never left Vrindavan. Okay? Tayo nasa material world. Ano iniisip nyo? Okay? Siopaw? Na bibili nyo ngayon? Hindi. Nakita nyo? But you're not aware na there's a force na yung mind nyo nasaan, okay? But when a person is really connected with following the instruction of Krishna, who guides him? Who gives him enthusiasm? Krishna. Sabi ni Lord Krishna sa Bhagavad Gita, from me comes remembrance and forgetfulness. To those who are constantly devoted to me, I give them the understanding by which they can come to me. So when Lord Krishna is in Mathura, He's always thinking of the gopis in Vrindavan, His mother, Mother Yasoda, and He sent Uddhava. Okay? So the point here is, we're given that opportunity to be in that world. Yun ang mission ni Lord Chaitanya. Okay? Yung mission nyo dito sa mundo na to na baby, ikaw yung baby, papa, mama. Hindi yun ang mission ng human life. Okay? Then when you become aware, you see the spirit soul, you see the atma, the person, you see the person's mind by actuation. Kaya the spiritual master is very sensitive. Kaya nga, spiritual master, to be a disciple means you put your life in the hands of God. To be disciplined. Discipline me. And discipline hindi bunal. Why are we afraid to give our life to God? Okay? Because we have our own world. We are not sure that I will be protected. That's where if we are having this contamination wherein we have been playing this lordship for so long, even though we're chanting, we're hesitant. We have this apprehension to do the will of God. To give everything to Krishna in a true sense, it belongs to Him. We're not able to taste that surrender. If I give this, what is my shelter? Okay? If you give your life to God, everything. Krishna, I have nothing. Although you don't need me, you're self-sufficient. I'm offering you my time. Please accept. Wala ka ng shelter. Wala ka ng, yung paa mo hindi na nakadikit sa mundo na to, yung utak mo, and you're feeling, you're simply my Lord. Without you, there's no protection. Then Krishna embrace you. And you are able to what?
Take the opportunity while you're traveling from one body to another under the laws of time. Okay? So, hindi yung spiritual life na, si Krishna nasa ocean of milk, si Mahabishnu. Hindi yan ang pinag-usapan natin dito. Pinag-usapan natin, you. Saan ka naka-angkla? Okay? Sino niyayakap mo? Okay? Is it clear? So we'll continue tomorrow. I'll discuss again about Haridas Thakur tomorrow, okay? That Krishna comes to him, okay? Because of, I'll read again this prayer. Hindi, ito connected man to ron. So ito yung prayer ng devotee. Ano yung separation yung parate? Tayo. Okay? Separated tayo sa akala natin na happiness na nasa mind natin, okay? So when we become purified from this material conditioning, ito yung magiging prayer natin parate. Meditation natin. Ito yung meditation ni Lord Chaitanya. Kaya it is about the transcendental experience of ecstatic love for Krishna. Separation. Loving separation. Okay? Loving separation. Okay? O Govinda, feeling your separation, I'm considering a moment to be like 12 years or more. Tears are flowing from my eyes like torrents of rain. I'm feeling all vacant in the world in your absence. So, doon natin makikita kung ano ba yung vacant sa inyo ngayon. Dahil may mga plano kayo sa buhay na hindi pa nangyayari. Di ba? Kaya sa inyo, hindi pa nangyayari yung mundong gusto ko. So, yung devotee, hindi ganon. And it must be an experience all of us must experience loving surrender to Krishna. Service as the end itself. There's nothing more to be gained except to embrace Krishna and give up everything that belongs to Him and offer it. Although He does not need it, He's promised that He will protect me. Okay? And that protection is not about putting you in a box as what people think, It is about your life, about your love. It's about your eternal relationship. That even though you live this body na akala mo ikaw, okay, you get separated from the mind, the intelligence, the false ego, you get separated from all of this. It's still you, your heart, your life is connected with what is pleasing to your spiritual master. An eternal relationship. Yun yung pinag-aaralan nyo rito. Okay? Because you are eternal, the spirit soul is eternal, transcendental, and the awareness has been covered because of material contamination. So, become free from that. So, ano yung freedom na yun? Harinama, Harinama. Maha mantra chanting. Because mind and the holy names will draw the mind away from matter. Will cut off all the shackles of all this conditioning. Okay? And we will experience what is humility. How we can take shelter and put my life in the hands of God. Pero when you're conditioned, you're arrogant, as if you have something to lean on. Why will I give this up, Okay? Why will I give this up? Ba't ko i-give up to? Ito yung shelter ko. Hindi niya? So yung devotee, simply, Krishna, okay? Please protect me. He's connected with Krishna's heart, with Krishna's will. Kaya pag sinabi ni Krishna, just surrender unto me, I'll protect you. Abandon all varieties of religion. And anyway, sabi niya kay Arjuna, you're hesitating to do my will, but by nature, you will still engage in activities. You hesitate to do the will of God, by nature, you will engage in activity. Because awareness is about activities. Okay? Activities. And now yung activity natin is connected with this body. Di ba? Kagaya ng mother, baby, 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 baby. Okay? So how can it be transcendental? By the guidance of the representative of God. Okay? So, there's so much to hurdle, but if we make this decision of embracing Krishna, from now on, my life belongs to you. I have no will except to do your will. Please protect me. I have so many desires. I humbly pray to desire to serve you, to give my life to you. So, yun na magiging basis mo how to get close to Krishna. About loving surrender, doing the will of God. Not about fear. Okay? Mga karmihan, mahugaw ko, di na ako sila tanaw. So is it clear? Sorry ba?
Ano ba? Namo Siddhaswarupananda, Paramahamsa namine, Gora Karuna Swarupaya, Radha Krishna Prestaya Te. Ano ba? Everybody sing loud. Jai Gurudev, Jai Srila Prabhupada. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Radha Krishna Nayanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Radha Krishna Nayanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Radha Krishna Nayanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Radha Krishna Nayanya. Bhaji Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhara, Shri Vasade Gaurabhakta Vrinda. Gopala Govinda Rama, Madana Mohana, Gopala Govinda Rama, Madana Mohana. Gopala Govinda Rama, Madana Mohana, Gopala Govinda Rama, Madana Mohana. Gopala Govinda Rama, Madana Mohana, Gopala Govinda Rama, Madana Mohana. Gopala Govinda Rama, Madana Mohana, Gopala Govinda Rama, Madana Mohana. Gopala Govinda Rama, Madana Mohana, Gopala Govinda Rama, Madana Mohana. Gopala Govinda
Gopala Govinda Rama, Madana Mohana, Jaya Jaya Gurudev, Jaya Jaya Goranga, Jaya Jaya Gurudev, Jaya Jaya Goranga. Jaya Jaya Srila Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Gurudev, Jaya Jaya Srila Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Gurudev. Jaya Jaya Siddhaswarupananda Paramahamsa, Jaya Jaya Siddhaswarupananda Paramahamsa. Namo Siddhaswarupananda Paramahamsa Namine Gora Karuna Swarupaya Radha Krishna Prastayate. Haribol, Jai Gurudev, Haribol, Haribol, Jai Nitai Gaur.